can you try to, you should be careful now, try to imagine what it's like to hold Kristen like this, Supreme Personality. So she's in a fantastic situation where she is allowed to take care of Kristen, be a parent for Kristen. And then there's the ultimate conjugal relationship, where Kristen is together with Srimati Radharani and many other gopis, enjoying ultimately pure love. So this is mentioned, this is very difficult for us to understand. This has nothing to do with the so-called love that is more lust from the material world. This is the pure, uncontaminated love with no selfish motives for us. But if that was not there in the spiritual world, it would be incomplete. So everything we have here is actually a reflection of what is there in the spiritual world. So because we have it, we are constantly looking for loving relationships. Friendly loving relationships, and also female-male relationships. Of course, not constantly, hopefully, to be understood in the right way. We are searching for that, these feelings. So that is the spiritual world in the ultimate sense. So all this knowledge is there in the scriptures, in the Vedic scriptures, describing what the spiritual world is really like, who is Krishna, what does he look like, what is he doing, who is he together with. And this was brought to us by Srila Prabhupada. Without him, none of this had ever reached this place. Actually, so many tried before him, but he couldn't really find a foothold. But when Prabhupada came, he spread this knowledge all over the world. And there's actually a prophecy that once there will be this understanding and chanting of Hare Krishna, singing of Krishna's glories will be in every town and village, due to Srila Prabhupada bringing this to the West. So today is a very special day. It's the 48th anniversary of when Prabhupada inaugurated the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, the movement we are in, Krishna Consciousness. So often we hear it's called acronym? No. What's called letters? ISKCON. The words are ISKCON, standing for the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So Prabhupada did that in '66. Prabhupada came to America, left India, went to America in '65. And already in '66, he established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And at that point, Prabhupada had just a few followers. They'd just gotten a small storefront in New York, a very small place. And Prabhupada even have Gita courses, Gita discourses a few times. I think it was Wednesday and Friday. And then some few people would come and listen. And one day Prabhupada was sitting giving a lecture like this, much better of course. And after the lecture he said, now our lawyer is here. So Prabhupada had what was called Carl Eames. He knew a lawyer, and he had invited him. So Prabhupada says, now we will establish the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And there were a handful of devotees sitting there. And then he said, now you can speak. So he asked this lawyer, you can stand up and speak. So this lawyer said, yes, I need so and so many signatures. One for the first, some for the first year, some for the next year, and some for the third year. So Prabhupada just said, what's his name now? Michael, you can sign, and Carl, you can sign, and Jürgen, you can sign. And they just did, because of love they had for Prabhupada. They knew him practically for a few months at this time. But already because they could see the purity of this person, no motives, he just wanted to help them. So they immediately signed. Most of them they didn't even read what was in the contract. But before the whole thing, one person had proposed Prabhupada, instead of calling the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, maybe you should call it the International Society for God Consciousness. More broad, right? But Prabhupada said, no. It's too weak. It has to be for Krishna consciousness. What is the difference? Because when we speak about God, most people's conception of God is what I started this lecture with. God is something personal or something. Right? This is not what Krishna consciousness is all about. It's a personal relationship. So Prabhupada inaugurated ISKCON. And many were laughing, saying, we are 10 people here. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness. It's quite ambitious. Prabhupada said it's already there. It's just a matter of time. Once even, just when Prabhupada came to America, and this is almost a year before this happened, in inauguration, Prabhupada was sitting on a bench with one person, bus conductor, if I remember. And this person was just talking because Prabhupada wasn't this close, and so he was asking him a question. And he said, so why did you come to America? And Prabhupada says, I came to start this movement of Krishna consciousness, to help people, give them what they have forgotten. And he said, so what do we have now? And Prabhupada said, I have hundreds of temples. I have thousands and thousands of followers. But it hasn't manifested yet. He actually said, only time is separating us. Prabhupada had a vision, and actually just a few years later, it manifested. And this is the reason we are sitting here today. This is going on all over the world, right now. Of course, there's different time zones. But every Sunday, all over the world, all big cities, worldwide, have this program today. There's temples in all big cities all over the world. From one man leaving India in an age of practically 70 years old, going to the most debated place in the world, giving this knowledge to people, and they just embraced it and took to it, and in this way the knowledge spread all over the world. So what can be bigger than that? What can be greater than that? What can be better than utilizing your life for taking care of all the problems in the world? Because that's really what it means. If you understand God, I'll just say, if you understand the law of karma, that is just the basic ABC of this philosophy. If you just understand the law of karma, we will have a perfect world, because everybody's looking for happiness. Nobody wants to suffer. And karma means, if you give suffer to others, living entities, Mother Earth, animals, whatever, it comes back to you. If you give pleasure, if you help others, that will come back to you. So what is the real help? Right? You can help the poor by giving them food. You can join Greenpeace and try to stop the pollution. But it's very, very difficult. Right? And actually they've been trying since time immemorial. But by Krishna consciousness, the whole thing is taken care of in one. If you understand the law of karma, if you understand Krishna is there, God is there, He's our protector, I don't need to fear anything. All the people I have in the whole world are my brothers and sisters. We're all connected. Would you ever hurt? I know now so many things going on in society. But the same people would never hurt one from his own family, his brother or sister. He would never do. But we are all brothers and sisters. We are all children of God. So if we can give that understanding to people, we can change this world very fast. And it's the only possibility. So I thank you so much for taking your time coming today. I know it's very difficult in this beautiful weather, and I think that's why we're so few today. So thank you for sacrificing your precious time coming here. And now we will have some singing and dancing, but I'm sure Madam Shai will hear so much more about that. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. So as Caitanya Prabhu he said, now we will have some more singing and dancing for the pleasure of the Lord. First I would like to say thank you to Caitanya Prabhu. It was a wonderful class, and he will continue at 6 o'clock for those who want to listen and hear more. On the other side of the courtyard in the office, he will be sitting at 6 o'clock and answer questions, and you can ask, he will give all the answers. And I can also announce already now that next Sunday it will be Lalitanath Prabhu who will give the class. He's a very senior devotee in ISKCON, Denmark, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness in Denmark. He's one of the most senior devotees. He's a very scholarly devotee, and right now he is completely engaged in cooking for the pleasure of the Lord. He's in the kitchen. So we'll see more to him later on. So now I would like to ask everyone to stand up, put all the pillows over in the corner next to the fan, all the chairs over there, and then you just follow the one who leads.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya